is a week later editing Michael here. I didn't realize the audio was so crappy for the entire recording, but I tried the best I could to fix it, so enjoy. Okay, I'd like to welcome you guys here today for the reading of 4 excellently told stories. I will be going first.
Excellently written too.
Excellent. That's what I said.
You said excellently told.
Oh, I thought I said excellently wrote, which isn't a word. Excellently written and told stories. I will be going first. Okay. Once upon a time, a chicken decided to write a series of jokes. They all started with, "Why did the chicken cross the road?" He was inspired with the majesty of a Los Angeles highway. He had a dream for his joke to make headlines, and eventually it did, literally. All of his friends hated it and laughed so hard whenever he tried to make one. The chicken tried so many different combinations of joke ends. To get to the other side to make a poultry joke, to prove it wasn't just a chicken when it came to fitness. And more with different starts, such as why did the chicken cross the road wearing sunglasses? It wanted to avoid foul play in the bright sunlight. Whatever he tried, nothing worked. His friends wrote his original joke on his forehead, his literal headline. He turned away from his fellow feathered friends and went to all the comedy clubs he could find, sharing different iterations of his less than perfect joke. Still, however, he could not find the right combination of words to make his masterpiece. His life began to turn south. He started living on the street, begging for money from whoever he could. All his money spent in his failed comedic career. His one dream was never realized. Eventually, he crossed the same fateful road one last time. He sat in front of traffic and waited. Okay. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
I know what's gonna happen. I'm not gonna get to the end of this. The car destined to hit him swerved. Hitting a bus.
Lock him.
Lock it.
And eventually killing.
Kills who?
Eventually killing 22 children in the crash. An ensuing fireball. His story was then picked up by As the cops arrived, he was seen walking away, and was gunned down. As the cops arrived, he was seen walking away and was gunned down for resisting arrest. His story was then picked up by the combination show of Obama and Oprah. And his joke finally made headlines as the rallying cry behind a bunch of liberals who took control of the government and got the U.S. nuked by Russia because they sold all of our weapons. In short, don't follow your dreams and never trust a black person. Thank you. I await your scores. Okay. I got Colin. Announce your scores. Colin.
3.1415.
Garrett.
6.27.
Brad.
9. Oh, very
Okay, I get to nominate the first person. Brad.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
I want Brad's story.
Wait, Brad, I'll play Weezy for your intro.
Can you edit a dragon like breathing fire?
Can you edit EDP?
What's that?
EDP, that's funny. Oh, one second.
Alright, that's good.
You got a shirt on. Show us your shirt, Brandon.
Yeah, for sure. Alright, turn it on. Okay, mine is terrible. You guys are actually gonna hate this. Okay. There was a guy
Why'd you stutter on
and a gal Texas, driving through a storm that was black like a night without moon. They drove deeper into the storm. Rain poured buckets down. There was hail as big as the crossbow. Winds blew faster and faster. Within the black sky, a massive twister appeared moving to the left. They believed they were out of danger when suddenly there was a change in direction. And it was headed toward them. The guy said, "Let's get out of here." The twister was gaining on them. The guy and the gal were sweating profusely. They were going faster than Michael driving with his mom asleep, but it didn't stop. The twister got
the story.
The twister got closer and nearer and black. Soon, it will be blacker than a black hole.
Oh, okay.
There seemed to be no escape. Then the Weezer people appeared. Did the hand symbol. And then they did the rip.
Alright, stop doing
that.
Finish it.
The twister got farther and further and wider and brighter. Soon the sky would be wider than a cream cheese bucket. If it weren't for the Weezer people, the two wouldn't have been saved. The two jumped like people jumping for joy. They said over and over, "Thank you so much, Weezer. You saved us. Who knows what would have happened if it weren't for you?" The Weezer people smiled and got into their vehicles and drove off. The two stood in the sloped road full of joy. Moral of the story: Weezer is good. Also, gotcha.
Interesting.
Y'all have dirty minds, okay? Now, rate it.
We never said anything.
Alright.
Just flip it over on the other side. It's a big reveal.
All right. I'm starting with you again.
Okay. Actually, I got confused. I drew the smiley face.
Okay, Colin. We have a smiley face. Garrett, what do you?
It's a really good smiley face.
All right, give me.
Mine is 0.867539.
753. That's good. We should call that number, by the way. Thank you.
Okay. And mine is 4.2069.
Hey!
Story. Who would you like to call up next?
I would like to call.
All in. What do you say?
No, I was gonna say the big
Okay.
guy.
The chink.
Big guy. Whoa, dude, that's cool.
Yeah, Colin, you're
Say the best press. I need. Oh, who farted? What? I can smell from here. I'm in travel.
Oh, big guy.
No, be calm.
Hello, boy.
All right, it's my turn now for a very good song.
Yeah, that's probably the effect. Once upon a time, Brad could not jerk off to game pigs.
I don't want to know about it.
No.
Stop.
This is unrelated to the story. Once upon a time, Brad was camping in the dark woods. But suddenly, a tornado came and blew Brad away. Brad found himself near an old house. He went in and immediately had a heart attack. Brad was then admitted to the hospital. Since we live in America and Brad is broke, he could not pay his $12 million fee. So the hospital manager, Donald Trump, that's not even funny, required Brad to go on a quest to find an ancient relic. What does the relic look like? Brad asked. I hope you die, Trump responded. A few days later, Brad was airdropped in the woods. As fate would have it, he found himself at the very same abandoned house as before. Brad walked in and went into cardiac arrest. Once again, he was shipped to the hospital, this time for $15 million. You really suck at this, Donald Trump said. It's not my fault, Brad responded. That house hurts me every time I walk into it. That really sucks. Go get my relic. So Brad went back into the woods. This time, he approached the house from the back. After fighting off a homeless crack addict, he found a window to climb into. Similar to the other times, he suffered a stroke. This time, the hospital bill was $20 million. Stop making me do this. It's clearly not working, Brad shouted. You know what? Shut up, you stupid ginger. I'm an alpha male. Andrew Tate said so himself. Go back and do it right this time. If you don't get it this time, I'll execute you, Trump said. For what would be the last time Brad walked up to the old house. As soon as he walked in a medical spectacle, every single one of his bones broke. He now had 412 bones. As Brad was lying there in immense pain, his mortal enemy, Cupcake, slowly walked in. It was you behind this. I should have known, Brad said angrily. Wolf, responded Cupcake. As Cupcake was going for the kill, Brad was miraculously saved by his old sensei, EDP 445. Not on my watch, he said. I'm just here to get a cupcake. Bow wow, Cupcake said. EDP pulled out a blicky and started to shoot, but Cupcake's throat was too thick. Cupcake opened her jaws to fight EDP, but missed and bit Brad's penis off. EDP grabbed Cupcake and tried to do his signature, the Cupcake Slam, but was countered and was instead thrown to the wall. When everything seemed hopeless, Donald Trump and the top G broke through the wall to save the day. See, I told you, he said, I was a Sigma male. Trump and Tate comboed Cupcake into oblivion. EDP was able to pull off his finisher, the poop pick finale, and Cupcake was knocked out. Suddenly, everything was okay, except for Brad still. Suddenly, Drake walked out of the bathroom, looked around at it, and said, "What did I miss?" Everyone laughed. Finally, Drake winked into the camera, and the screen faded to black. The end. How'd I do, Brad? Did it actually happen in real life? Is it accurate?
How accurate is it in real life? Okay.
Okay, for left to right. Once sorry, I'm gonna call him again.
I wrote a 10 and I got confused again and wrote a point.
Brad?
A 10.
An 8.
Nothing funny.
You missed princess.
This prince.
Why? I'm sorry.
No!
My bad.
Hello, children. I'm about to read you My story is Jaquavian and Bradley Darrelson and the Shoeshwalker. Bradley is spelled Bradliui. Bradley. Most days in the town of Cornhole, in Nevada, were lifeless. The town was sublime and seemingly endless, expansive, high houses. See, this is why I don't tell stories. Terrible. Right. Something like that, yeah. Despite the seemingly empty feeling of the town, the people there were happy. This was typically attributed to the immense production and distribution of fentanyl. That doobie was indeed devious. The Darrelsons were by far the most successful and well-respected of the fentanyl kingpins. Jaquavian Bradley Darrelson was the next in line to continue his family's great legacy. They were the true founders of Cornhole. It was them that turned the drab town into the industry leader of its time, of fentanyl. Only 7 days after Jaquavian's 9th birthday, his parents were killed by Batman. This meant that he was the new kingpin of the Darrelson family. Jaquavian was ready, having been trained since the age of 18 months. He was taught smuggling, embezzlement, bribery, and Fortnite.
The most important one. That's all this counts.
It was indeed Jaquavian that invented edging at only 4 years old.
The original.
The greatest rival to the Darrelson family was the Oxlongs. They always tried to beat the Darrelson, but were always coming in second place when it came to smuggling that devious fentanyl. In what appeared to be the Jaquavian family, or the Darrelson's family, lowest moment, Oxlong decided to launch an attack against them. But Jaquavian's skills were too good at Fortnite. And he evaded every single bullet shot at him, and did a 360 no-scope and killed the Oxlong kingpin. Jaquavian was now unstoppable and unrivaled in his family's success. And with this, he was on top of the world. At the center of this great Darrelson family was a simple 9-year-old that loved to play Fortnite. But success never arrives without a cost, and thus comes the Shoeshwalker, a skinwalker with a massive penis. The Shoeshwalker existed since the foundation of Cornhole and ensured the balance of the fentanyl families, and a balance that Jaquavian had greatly disturbed. One night after a successful gaming session, Jaquavian decided to take a walk near the nearby feces-polluted reservoir. commonly referred to as the poopivore. Let's see here. Waiting in the sludge, however, was the dreaded Shooshwalker. Just as he started walking back, Jaquavian was attacked from this monster coming out of the sludge. He tapped Jaquavian, threw him in a white man that said free candy, and he quickly took on his appearance and acted quickly, selling all the plans and secrets of the Darrelson family to the evil Ted Wiggins. Ted Wiggins, of course, quickly informed Batman, and Batman quickly destroyed the legacy of the Darrelson family. And the Shooshwalker subsequently freed and retreated back into the Poopivore. Jaquavian watched helplessly as his family's great empire fell. With tears in his eye, he took one final hit of doobie, of that devious fentanyl, and overdosed. Cornwall was a simple town. It had all your everyday citizens that just so happened to be addicted to fentanyl. And now they had never-living knowledge of the dreaded Shooshwalker. The end.
Great. I told you it was terrible.
Oh, thank you.
That reads like a Xavier Renegade.
Hit that doobie one last time. All right, let's see it, Garrett.
When you get the highest reward I can give you, penis weenus.
I don't know. I was just kind of in my headspace, and
That's really good.
yeah, I was actually.
So
That's a really big butthole.
That's a 12 for him. So I put it was a 6.0054, but if you put it upside down and you reverse it, it goes
Boom! Oh. Whoosh!
Not not double B's. I did push, but I did. I realized I did it backwards. It should have been the other way around.
Boobies. All right. Thank you.
Love it.
I'm feeling so good like a fat man with a painting. Feeling so high like a black Yao Ming. Call me Godzilla cause I got a big part. Went through war, got a purple heart. Needed my space, time, recovery.